Hello everybody and welcome back to Zelda Speedruns, where today we've got for you all some Ocarina of Time Season 6 Winners Bracket Round 1. We got rockchalk versus Machie. Joining me today on commentary, we've got August and we got Chuckles. How are you two doing?
Hello, hello.
Hi everyone.
Yeah, I'm doing well. Thanks, Snacks, for that great intro. Rockchalk versus Machie. We are starting off season 6 of the standard tournament here.
Yeah, well, we had the match yesterday, which was an absolute classic with Yuso Epic and Fabio. So if you haven't watched that, go and watch that because that was an absolutely fabulous match, and hopefully we can emulate that pogness in this match here today.
Yeah, Rockchalk, a little bit of a favorite if you can't see from the stats page. Overall, more races, a little bit of a faster best time ever. So anyone rooting for the underdog, you're rooting for the player on the right-hand side of the screen.
Yeah, this is actually like, these may not be household names that we have on ZSR quite a lot, but Rockchalk's been playing for a few seasons now. The matches that you can see here are actually his losers bracket run. He got to like losers 1 to losers 4 last season, and in league got from Division 5 to Division 3 in 3 seasons. So Rockchalk's been around for a while, but Machie only started playing this year. I think this is their first main tournament. And actually in league, won their league 10-0. So absolutely thrashed everyone. So maybe not household names, but could be low-key one of the more interesting matchups. And I've got a feeling there's a pretty strong likelihood for a bit of a lower seed upset here.
Well, speaking of strong, we are starting off strong. We've got the Forest Medallion. We've got Zelda's Lullaby. So not only a very powerful song straight from the princess herself, already starting with that letter, but there is a free song waiting for us at the Temple of Time.
Yeah, and actually us starting child as well makes it really interesting, because if it was adult start, we start at the Temple of Time, yada, 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 you just backwalk and you go and pick up the song. But here with child, we could be spawning everywhere, anywhere. So we could be in Lake, we could be in Kakiri Forest, we could just be in Market. So it's going to be interesting as an early routing decision between these two to whether you rush that song and pick up the Prelude song, which is, songs are powerful, we know that in this game, and go adult, or do you extend your child section, pick up the child songs, do things like Sphere Zero Lost Words, and then go and pick up the song. So we could see a really early divergence between the two.
Yeah, unfortunately, still we cannot start everywhere, just that one spot.
Oh yeah, everywhere. Let's start everywhere.
Every time you respawn, you start in a new location.
Yeah. Yeah, we start off with ZL as well, which is a lovely song to start off with. Like, late ZL seeds really can suck if you like miss an item on a fairy fountain somewhere. Well, so having it early is pretty cool.
We got 2 folks in the chat calling for an early or for a Lake Hylia start.
Yeah, the Quolls had a bit of a thing with child and lake starts, so we'll see whether that continues on to the brackets as well. Lefty saying Gerudo Valley Fortress side. Now that would be really interesting. It's not too bad starting as lake as child, because you've got the owl that can take you to Hyrule Field. It's when you start as adult, that's when it kind of sucks.
We're off, and we are out at on a shopping spree right away at the market.
Well, how boring. No really interesting spawn, as we get a bunch of sometimes since. One of them was Schoolmask has bomb shoes. Now, that's a fun little bit of information gathering. Like, do you rush Schoolmask now?
Yeah, no, really interesting divergence. Rockchalk immediately going for those hints. Let's see if that Skull Mask can will factor into his routing here.
Well, Rock hasn't picked up the Keaton mask as of yet, but might go back and once they've processed that information, they might go and get it. It is only 5 chews. It's kind of a bit of a lengthy way to get some explosives, but some really early explosives might be kind of powerful in this child section.
Yeah, depending on where those bomb bags are, depending maybe on what songs we pick up here as child. Well, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. You're just going to have to wait and find out.
Here we go, as Machie starts to look, as we would like to say, and picking up some cocks.
Well, you always want to look first before you go reaching out for some cocks.
That's absolutely. Look, and sometimes ask permission, which Machie definitely did ask in Talon if he can touch his cocks.
Well, Talon charged him, too.
They did? Whoa! Oh my god, 10 rupees? But if he failed, big school, but we might see a 30, you might see a 40 lying about. Oh, we've got double vanilla. We've had ZL on ZL and horse on horse. So, any guesses on what the Saria song is going to be? Classic.
If you're playing the odds, you're going to bet that it's not going to be vanilla.
That is true. Well, what is it? 1 in 10? So, I like those odds. They're good odds.
Good odds if you're betting channel points. If we were talking real money, it's a different story.
That's true, yeah. So, Nyquil, did we check the 4 stones? Yeah, we got a 50. We got 50 is dead. We've got a Skullmasker's Bomb Chews. We got a Right Hand Colossus, I think, was dead. And we got, was it Chicken's Foolish?
That is what the chat is saying.
So, 0 Pathans. And 0 Foolish Hints. Where are the Foolish Hints? They're not here. They don't exist.
That would be a scary seed.
Yeah. Machie's gone back now to now got some rupees, going to do the slingshot game. See if this pulls out anything for them. See whether they go and pick up those hints as well.
That's a good point about the money. Not starting with a full wallet means Rockchalk wouldn't have been able to pick up that Keaton mask, right? Or does he give you the Keaton mask for free?
Yeah, they give you the Keaton mask for free. It's just that when you
Return it,
exchange it, yeah, there's some like, it's barely anything. Like, you get 15 rupees one time, you get 10 rupees back. It's like 5 rupees either side every time.
Can't even remember the last time I did the mask quest.
Yeah.
And it looks like Machie is going adult right away, picking up that Master Sword.
Yeah, I kind of like this. This is something we saw a lot in Season 5, where you would get a spawn in around about this location. You would go and get the Malon song and then go straight adult. Because, of course, we've got the secondary song that we can pick up, which is Sun Song.
Right, yep.
So that's the end of the vanilla train, because that should have been Prelude. So it's not. So we're going to get non-vanilla songs.
Forest, Shadow, and Fire.
Yeah, I was not paying attention. The XR, where are you?
That's what trackers are for.
Yeah. He's at work. No. Okay, Rock is also going, so we might get a double peek.
Yep.
At what these are. I'll stop talking crap and I'll actually focus for a change, which is a rarity.
I got a special drink that says focus and energy, so I should be good on the focus department.
Whoa!
It's got lion's mane mushrooms in it too.
Nice. Focus and energy, though. Just imagine having both of those.
That's what it takes to get up top of the podium on the standard tournament.
Focus, energy, and maybe a little bit of luck.
Also, statistically, it helps if you speak French.
Yes. All right, Forest, Deku. Spirit, Shadow, Fire.
All right, not too bad.
So Forest is a med, so the seed is playable. Shadow is a med, so the seed is even more playable. But Jabu, DC, and Water being our stones. We love Water Stone here on ZSR.
The only thing worrying me about that medallion layout is where Nocturne of Shadow is going to be. I think that was a lake hint.
Yeah, lake path to Twin Rover. So there was calls crying out for Valley Lake, and maybe the Valley Lakers could have got something if they went to Lake. But yeah, you can really only do one check as child without any items and doing Valley Lake, plus the Scarecrow. But
so unless it's a projectile, pretty good odds that either strength or a mirror shield is there. And then of course, if we get strength, we know strength lock strength. Little ins and outs of the logic, especially as a runner, you want to pay attention to.
And we picked up the Requiem of Spirit there. That's an interesting song to get early on. Helps you reset time of day. Opens up that desert area, both GTG out of Logic and the actual dungeon Spirit Temple in Logic. And it looks like Machie is actually went past Anju and the back of Impa's house to head over to Graveyard. So maybe doing a bit of a reverse Kakariko action here.
Ooh, there's a silver scale.
Yeah, and that's going to be really a big draw to now head into the river with that scale. One of the things we've noticed with Season 6 is that because the play to go to ice early has been eliminated with the need to hand in the letter, a lot of people have been going to river. Lots of hints, a couple of items. And now with the scale, you can easily head into Lost Woods from there.
Yeah, sometimes the hints alone can be worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. You get a nice little, important skull hint, or you get a really interesting path hint. Then, you're laughing then. Okay, about to pick up a song here. Now, here's your Nocturne, August. So you were worried, but there's nothing to worry about. It's just chilling right here.
Nothing to worry about yet.
Anju's giving away the condoms again. Anju, come on.
Hey, maybe she's trying to be a good host.
Yeah, she's making sure we zoot her safely, especially with Kokiri Sauce just hanging above her.
Oh, was a Kokiri sword, wasn't it? And Machie walking right past that hole.
Yeah,
pick that up later.
Did Machie just forget to do like the rest of Kakariko or something? Because he's gone. He's left. He's disappeared.
Unless for some reason it was nighttime. No, it's daytime in the desert. So that doesn't make sense.
Absolutely, it was daytime. Yeah, he's just gone past there. He's played Requiem. There's nothing on top of the arch. Market is path to Bongo. Bolero is at the Requiem spot. Everything's kicking off here in the seed.
Well, we're definitely gonna get a little bit of a song chain going.
Yeah, get another song from this Bolero one. Can imagine he'll just play that straight away because there's nowhere really else for you to go in the desert. I think that item in the wall was dead. That one's definitely dead. And there's Minuet, so even more songs in our song. We're just going to pick up every single song in this adult section, it seems.
Works for me.
I was going to say, Machie was rolling towards the Fire Temple, but was not going to get there. They're going to run out of time. Yeah, chat noting that that Machie does have Nocturne. We'll see whether he decides to go back there anytime soon. You worried about Nocturne being on OOT, but how about Storms on OOT? That's even juicier.
Yeah, that might not rear its head until 2 hours into it.
Oh, Machie, turn around and read the hint behind you. Come on. how many runners I watch don't turn around to read that Nocturne hint?
It's still early. He'll probably be back. Well, he'll definitely be back eventually for the Shadow Temple.
Absolutely. Yeah, that is definitely one of the things we'll be doing. I remember an SGLC. There we go. Here's the hint. That's the school kid was dead.
Oh.
There was an SGLC with what the hell was in it, and he didn't read that hint, and that would have found him that the second hook shot was like on 30 or something like that, even though 20 also had the other hook shot. So that was a bit of fun. And look, after all of this touring about, somehow we're in sync. We're both doing the Dampe race at the same time.
Insert your favorite NSYNC song here.
How's it go? With or without you. Is that one of them?
I think that is Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, there you go.
I always preferred the Backstreet Boys personally.
Could you say that we're currently in Dampe's back streets at the moment? And we are the boys, so... Bye, Lefty. Nice. Interesting. Machie could have gone to Mido's after playing Minuet, read the songs, go to Mido's. But decided to come straight back here, which is interesting.
I think that might be what rockchalk ends up doing here.
Yeah, we picked up the scaler, but we've got all of these warp songs now, and actually the scale became pretty useless, so the whole desire and dream of going up river and using the scale kind of got wasted.
Just got postponed for the time being, as Machie is not gonna forget Anju, gonna grab their Kokiri sword.
Yeah, and this could be go straight back and go child now for Machie. Let's see what he decides to do here. We've got Deku as a medallion, so it'd be nice to potentially go towards your progression. It's also really good having the Kokiri sword in your first Kokiri forest dip as well, because you're not doubling back on yourself.
All right, meanwhile, Machie is gonna save quit and show us our adult spawn.
The adult spawn is vanilla.
Oh, that's right, season 6, right?
Damn, I could have been like, imagine it's vanilla, and you would have been shocked, and I would have been like, oh, well, yeah, no, I'm just good. We've got 5 warp songs, and actually these 2 joked in the race time room that they weren't going to have any warp songs. So there is a sense of irony here. Interesting. So with Rock has the Kokiri sword, so there was no reason for. Oh my God, Sarius is Sarius. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I said right at the start. I was like, "What's the bet in that it's going to be Sarius?" And you were like, "It's 1 in 10." No, and I'm like, "Well, we'll see what happens." And I was right.
Sure were.
Yeah, I was just going to say that Rock with the sword didn't really need to go to Midas because knowing that he's about to go there straight away. Rockster is dead. That's fun. River is a small key. That's interesting. That kind of makes water temple routing when we do stone water, because we love water stone. It makes that interesting. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, I was really confused there because we were talking about Zora's River for so long.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, did I sign up for an RSL seed?
Different rivers. Imagine if this suddenly turned to RSL. It's a bit of a rarity that we have all of the requirements to do Darunia, but none of the requirements to do any of the other checks in Goron City. Rock turn tonight. I'm going to do Richard with the market being way of the hero. Or Path to Bongo, whatever you want to call it.
Machie?
Yeah, Zeph, no a river rush because we had about 1 billion warp songs to play. And then we got the Kakiri sorter.
First look at Midos. Ooh. Bottle.
Blue fire bottle. Nice. Keep that stored. That's not logical blue fire, but you know. Allows us to do KZ quickly if we need to.
Ooh, even better. Hammer.
Hammer time. Let's go. That's pretty much adult explosive, so might be inclined to use that when we finish with Deku. We've got a Sun Song, so it'd be interesting if the runners use the Sun Song to start warping about. I didn't really notice Machie using Suns down here in the Scrub Bridge, but you could play Suns here, and it warps you back to the start of Lost Woods. It's a nice little time save.
Yeah, Machie actually did do that. Let's see if rockchalk follows suit. And again, we are in sync with a Sun Song.
Yeah, more Sun Songs.
Just as Chuckles was explaining, that's the magic of it.
Yeah, you play a song that goes from night to day, and suddenly you teleport as well. Yo, first look at a Medallion dungeon here in Deku Tree. Early Deku today.
And did Machie do the Ocarina minigame? I missed it if he did.
Pass. We'll see if it's an important item, and if it is, then they didn't do it. No, I don't think so either.
I think that was a 40 hit by the Deku Tree.
Oh, nice.
$20 on the minigame.
Fun thing that we're going to see here is something you don't see with closed Deku quite a lot is B1 skip. We're gonna see some glitchless jumps coming up to skip basically the bottom half of the Deku Tree. Yeah, Prelude on Burning Cack. So where was the Child Spawn? Child Spawn was Market. So we don't even need Prelude, don't we? Yeah.
And that leaves Song of Time in the Ice Cavern.
Okay, cool. We know that River is dead, so one less use for Song of Time in this seed. Could be something in GTG though. Yeah, we're doing pretty good with songs today. No loss of songs, especially starting with that Prelude Medallion. Basically gave us all of our song information immediately. Nice little seed at the moment. Nothing really throwing any spanners in the works or anything like that. Kind of just play the songs, go to places, do the progression dungeons. The path hints, you know, we've got this lake path hint, so you might see potentially a Valley Lake play, especially with the scale. Maybe we might see river into domain. We'll have to see what the runners want to do at that point. Probably river into domain is a nice little safe bet. Pick up a bean, plant a bean in a lake. Just in case there's something juicy. What did he eat? Oh, by that Sculptula.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Don't see that too often.
That was the upward destruction on the vines there. Yeah, definitely would need to. Riley saying Valley is going to be really difficult to route if you don't decide to do Valley Lake out of here, which I think is the weaker of the routing decisions to do Valley Lake here. You're really basically leaving Valley for Adult to do, and if you leave it for Adult to do, you need some bomb chews. You're going to potentially waste some time into falling down into the waterfall check. I think in Deku tree at the moment, so currently... Oh, there's a big chest here as soon as I say that, so that was well timed.
Because the rando bot knows.
Rando bot knows! I think this is going to be
Chuckles
strength.
is going to say these things in this order, and there's Din's fire.
I thought it'd be a strength. I felt a strength, but Din, so that's helping us towards Shadow, but without magic. It's kind of useless, but at least we have that fire source for things like Spirit later on. Here we go, B1 skip. So you do a couple of little sidey hops, a couple of little backflips. You align this B button alongside this little texture on the wall. You do a roll, and then you do another roll. And it's one of the kind of very more difficult barriers of entry into Ocarina of Time Randomizer. This is definitely not a first time 100% try, even for, the top tier runners. Especially when you do have closed Deku and you're just so used to ground jumping at this point. Second time is nicely done.
Now, there's also the fact of the Kokiri sword can sometimes throw runners off who've done it for, years and years with open Deku tree, and they don't usually have the Kokiri sword.
Yeah, and it kind of, before, if you don't have the Kokiri sword, it's like transparent, the button, isn't it? And it kind of allows you to be a bit more precise in where you're placing that along the texture. But when you have the Kokiri sword, it blocks off more of the room, so it could be a bit more difficult.
However, there's at least one other way to do that, the Bloody Biscuits method.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of ones. There's a couple of keyboardy setups, isn't there? There's that side hop, side roll kind of method. There's quite a few different ones, but I don't know, I see the majority of people doing the C-up method.
Yep, I think that one is the oldest. Mm-hmm. But just like that, you blink and you miss it. Queen Goma is down on Machie's side.
Yeah, imagine Deku sticks being powerful in this game. Deku sticks and Deku nuts. For those who haven't watched a lot of Ocarina of Time Randomizer, the trick that the runners have just done, it's not in logic, and you would actually be expected to have the slingshot to go through the back entrance because there's an eye switch you need to hit the slingshot, go all the way around, which is why sometimes we get path hints for slingshots in these settings. We haven't seen our Goma path hint yet, so that is still outstanding.
Meanwhile, Machie from the Deku tree here in Lake Hylia, path to Twin Rova.
Yeah, I completely forgot that we actually had Serenade. Like, we've got every song. Like, traveling is easy. You don't even need to go up and down lake and river. But getting the going river does get you the beans, which might be advantageous for Adult if you don't find anything here. But if you don't find anything here, you just dip into domain and go down the river. So I think it's a win-win here for Machie.
Yeah, I imagine he'll be jumping into domain. The other call, right? They could walk out of Lake Hylia and do the valley and then go into domain. Depends how efficient they want to be.
Yeah, if he had explosives, I think the Field Valley Hyrule Field Valley Lake Hylia play might be a bit more advantageous, but I guess we got that warp song. It's just so easy just to play Serenade and come over here.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Just $5 from our fishing minigame.
Yeah, imagine paying the guy $20 and only getting $5 back after completing his game successfully. Rude.
Maybe he just didn't want to trust a young kid with explosives who doesn't have a bomb bag.
Machie being a deviant with the song that he played there, probably a C-stick user for a C buttons with that kind of song.
Yep. There's something good under here. What is that?
Yeah, is this the mirror shield?
Well, that would make sense.
It is a mirror shield. And so that's resolved. That's easy. Thanks, game. Lake path to Twin Rover for the mirror shield, which is required to beat Twin Rover.
And is it true that there can't be a strength upgrade in the lake now?
No, there could be a strength in there. Yeah, it only picks.
Okay.
The path hint will pick out only one item from the pool of items that there are there. We were actually discussing in chat yesterday on like probability theory and whether actually you're more than likely to find multiple items if there is a path hint and things like that. So we could still find a strength, we could still find a hook shot, we could still find anything like that required to beat Twin Rover still in Lake. She definitely decided to do River. The items that we got, like the hammer is a pretty nice item, especially for explosives as adult. We can potentially dip into DC. We've got a lot of boulders we can blow up with that, so that might be something in their mind. But I quite like a more elongated child section here to really see if you can pick up anything in this early child section.
Yeah, I think they're routing this very efficiently. I imagine after the river they'll take that hammer into Death Mountain.
Yeah, we've also got fire to do as well as a dungeon, so depending on kind of key layouts and things like that, we could see an early fire completion also.
Yeah, they do each have 5 hearts. So 40 seconds on the heat timer. Oh, there's a wallet. Never mind.
Yeah, wallet is there, and they also had a bottle as well, which has got a blue fire, which I'd be kind of inclined to keep because you can not kill King Zora, but unfreeze King Zora with that. But you could dump it and get a fairy, but with that wallet, I think it's reasonable to grind out for a Goron Tunic if you wanted to go into the Fire Temple with 5 hearts.
Routing in the strength upgrade. But I was gonna say routing in the Skull Kid in the Lost Woods wouldn't be too tricky either. Going for those grottos while we're at it. Very big payoff here. That scale really paying out.
Yeah, it could be important for the adult section if something is deeper into DC. That is past the kind of what hammer can unlock in there. We do need to do forest, so strength is handy for that. We do need to do spirit, so we need 2 strengths for that. We'll probably find the light arrows behind in the light trial, so we'll probably need a strength for that as well.
The main thing I was thinking about was little Link the Goron and the shortcut into the Lost Woods from the city.
Yeah, that's another use for that as well. We can use that to enter DMC. I mean, we can enter DMC with the song, but we actually don't have a way to cross the bridge yet unless they decided to plant a bean.
It looks like Machie did not go down the river. Not doing the Ocarina minigame earlier. They've now gone back for that.
I wonder if they just forgot about it and then was like, oh crap, I don't want to leave that behind. So it's kind of prioritize that. Don't want to lose the race to it. That was Graveyard as path to Phantom Ganon in there, and we picked up a song. We picked up Nocturne from there, and I think that's the. Oh, we picked up a scale. Oh, okay. So scale, Nocturne. So some really funky things, and we're still missing a bow, and we're still missing the hook shot.
Yeah, so rockchalk got that hint. It turned night, and he warped right here. Meanwhile, Machie did a strat I don't think I've ever seen. From the Ocarina minigame, playing Sun Song, warped him back to the scale entrance of the Lost Woods. So
yeah, that is actually really interesting. Yeah, especially after your first kind of 20 minutes, you kind of forget that you've got that Sun Song for warping back to places. But yeah, that's a really nice little convenient time save. That's a proper forehead play.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, rockchalk back in the composer's grave. They're gonna get that chest in here.
Yeah, really pushing that graveyard way over here that they just found, just to double check to see. I mean, they've got the ability to do every single check in here, so after this they will know fully what will be the way of the hero items in graveyard.
Oh, he almost missed that one.
Yeah, that's lovely, that is. So to have a balanced head enough to miss that, not get frustrated, and do that side hop across. The timing of that is really short, so that's a really nice little bit of skill there from rockchalk.
Yeah, not number 20 by accident.
Absolutely not. Yeah, we've got a proper mid-tier kind of seed in here with rockchalk versus Machie. So, yeah, really interesting matchup. And like I said, Machie dominated their league Division 7, winning 10-0, grinding out so many races, so many weeklies, overplayed the quals and things like that. So both of these runners have really put in the work in this season. Yeah, Majarkin said and mentioned earlier that the scale got us the strength from domain. So currently, as Kakiri Forest is path to Volvagia, currently that's resolved if we don't find if that's the first and only strength. And also we don't find a bomb bag. Yeah.
Yep. But Bo in the open grotto in Zora's River, not gonna gain Machie too much advantage.
No, and that's a Sphere 0 location, so that's the graveyard where the hero is definitely not pointing towards that. As we found Kakiri Forest is path to Volvagia. What did we find in Kakiri Forest? We found a hammer. Okay, well, duh. And then we've also just got Kakariko path to Goma with the sword. So nothing too exciting with these path hints, except for potentially that graveyard one currently.
Right, so what are we looking for in what, sub 30? We're looking for a hook shot and magic and strength.
Hook, magic, strength, lights,
hover boots.
Hover boots. Don't need to do Jabu, so we don't need potentially the letter or the rang, but if something's in ice, you never know. Don't need to do water potentially, so don't need the long. Don't need the irons for that. So yeah, even though we are 30 minutes in, you're right, we're actually not missing an overly amount of items.
Do we have any path hint slots remaining?
So maybe one. We've had the Twin Rover one. We had the Bongo one, which is that market one, which is still unresolved. We've had our Fire one, we've had our Deku one, and we've had our Forest one. So we've got them all, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So market has hovers or magic or something that leads to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Xenu's saying, no, our paths suck. And that's absolutely true.
rockchalk picking up a pack of shoes in the Lost Woods.
Andy, that's our kind of explosive sorted. We know it's not the 5-pack because the 5-pack's on the school mask.
Yep,
So
at
it's
least
10 or above.
Oh no, did Machie not check the Temple of Time hints? He's doing cuckoos.
Yeah, Machie definitely checked those. Just might have just misread potentially. Sometimes you just get it in your head that you're like, you kind of forget these things and you start doing things automatically, and then later on you're like, oh yeah, duh.
Yep. Playing so many seeds, they kind of blend together.
Yeah. And there's a blue. Yeah, so I guess the checks that we've still got in market for that bongo is going to be the bomb tube bowling check, which we need bomb bag for. It's going to be the treasure chest game, which we're going to need a lens and magic, or you just do the cola. But the other one is big pose, and we've got Machie has a bow, has a ponas, and has a bottle, so would be able to do that check.
Ooh, meanwhile, making good use of those beans. No hook shot. I have seen a hook shot on top of the lab one too many times to count.
Oh, I literally had it in a seed like 3 days ago.
It was up there, my very first seed.
Was it your very first seed? You had a
Yep.
hook shot up there? I would totally forfeit that.
Oh, well, I wasn't racing.
Big Goron has a shirt. Okay. Yeah, chat talking about the Nocturne potentially leading to hook shot if the scale doesn't potentially lead to the first rank. So it is going to be important for us to keep track of the bomb bags for one, because we're currently suspecting the scale is getting us into domain. So it's quite a niche kind of bit of logic that can be undone quite easily. You know, there could be other strengths lying about, and there could be other bomb bags lying about. But the other part of that could be Nocturne leading to hookshot.
Chat is on point there. Pointing out Machie is going for $200. Wants to purchase that tunic.
Yeah, nice little thinking to pick to pick some rupees up for that. Have you seen who? Going into fire is actually really interesting. We've got a big chest, so let's see what this is firstly.
Ba-da-da-da. Ooh.
Wow, there we go. So the hammer gets us that strength. So, but the hammer was bomb locked, right? No, where was the hammer?
Nope. Midos.
Midas. Okay, so there goes that PG logic then, because we now have another strength available. So Nocturne is leading us to the hook shot.
Oh, right. And which means we need hover boots before we have the hook shot.
It could be in the first two checks in Shadow, so it could just be chilling. Could be chilling there.
The first two checks require either hovers or a hook shot, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Just checking. I haven't been away for too long.
I forgot that little gap there that is so easily jumpable. Yeah, absolutely. No, I have definitely had seeds where I have been like la 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 la, and I've been like, I'm gonna go across this gap, and I try and put on the hover boots, and I just fall straight through the gap, and I'm like, oh, I can't do this.
And you got no excuse because the icon should be right there on your screen.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Good skull routing in here from rockchalk. It won't be too difficult with Sun Song so early.
The scale doesn't lock that because you can go round the long way round with the hammer to go up TMT, logically.
All right, even though it's a stone, it was pretty likely that we're going to come in here eventually.
Yeah, DC is just one of those places that it's just, you know, it's so dense, it's so quick. Who cares if it's a stone? Let's just do it. We're missing a ton of items. I mean, reasonably, we could use the choose, could use the strength to head into spirit. Like, that could be another interesting move that the runners could do.
Yeah, that's a good point. Rockchalk not picking up that bow in river, even though he has silver gauntlets to get into the spirit temple. Not a whole lot he can do without bow or hook shot, unless he wants to use one of those chews.
Yeah, the lineup for that is one of those things that you just do so irregularly that the lineup can be a bit annoying. And rockchalk getting a little bit of a mess with that setup, and actually didn't even stop to look at the staircase falling down, and could have used a hammer to get through this door.
Yeah, Machie wants to narrow down the path to Bongo hint here.
Yeah, so checking out this big Poe one here could be something like hovers quite easily. Could be magic.
Bomb bag. That's my bet.
Or a blue pea.
Yeah, or one of those.
Yeah, it might not resolve that.
Yeah, we're down to 50-50. Path to Bongo is the lens minigame or bomb chew bowling, or it could be both.
Yeah, so now we're stuck behind thinking of where the magic and the lens is, thinking where the actual bomb bag is, so kind of cray. Oh, Machie's on a horse, and Machie is galloping towards the Tektite Grotto here, so taking a different route.
Guessing he already checked the Boulder of Destiny?
Yeah, I must have done it when they did a big pose, but I didn't explicitly look. Snack says it was dead, and I trust Snacks. Dead Tektite Grotto.
Yeah.
And also DC not coming up with anything at the moment either.
Yeah, even the vanilla bomb bag chest not paying off.
I know, like vanilla bomb bag there so many times. But rockchalk, oh no, I thought rockchalk was heading up towards the the bridge there, but was just dropping down into the eyes here.
Speaking of bridge, that's what Machie's got on his brain.
Jumping over. I'm right in thinking that Machie hasn't got the choose because they haven't gone that way yet. So,
Yep.
not going to be able to check the crate here. We'll be able to check the strength of the hammer here, which is nothing. Could also potentially do the waterfall with a little bit of a death warp. So when you die in this game, you go back to a kind of the last entrance you've entered, and you can enter the tent. And when you die, after being dropping down to see the waterfall check, you warp straight back to the tent.
Yeah, unfortunately can't use the sun song trick there, as time of day will just pass.
Yes, yeah, we're in one of these locations where time is regularly passing, so we can't warp. Yeah, Zeth, I completely agree that this is a choice that you know, you've got the bow, cool, but you can't go into the back, you can't check the strength 2 check, so you're skipping quite a lot here potentially.
Now, here's an option, right? Yeah. Maybe he just wants to buy some shoes from the carpet salesman.
Yeah.
He's done
Yeah.
those heads-up plays already in this seed. So maybe he's just going to check Fortress, walk out.
If you were going to do that, you could reverse from Requiem, though. So if he was intended to do that, he could have done that. Yeah, it was the Lost Woods near Goron City shortcut was the choose.
I actually think this route from Machie is a little bit more efficient. Right, he would walk right past the cracked wall on the Colossus. He'd be able to get he couldn't get the wasteland structure. This wet route, he peeked at the hammer chest. He did some of the field. I like this routing.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things when you've got the option of doing something slightly longer, but it gets you checks versus the shorter route. I'm definitely a fan of. Whoa, 1960! Wow. Whoa!
Now that's a good year.
Let's go. Genius. And there's a bomb bag! Whoa! Holy motherfuck. Excuse my French. There's a bomb bag, and we've got Machie's face cam up here, and that was a big inhale of air when he picked up that bomb bag. Absolutely pog champing.
If he was thinking about the carpet salesman, he's not thinking about him anymore.
Yeah, save those minis for the choose now. Bomb bag, absolutely big, and also one of the items we potentially needed to see the market way of the hero as well.
Yep. It looks like he will go into GTG. That bomb bag does allow him to go to that right side BMOS room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a bit of a shame for Rock that DC didn't have anything, but as soon as we hit kind of a where's an item kind of situation, Machie's going to go into DC. So I can't imagine that being a sizable time loss.
And there is our last bottle.
Yeah, Link needed some calcium, so we got a bottle. And it's got 2 portions of milk in it as well. That's really, really nice for the bones.
Now, always good to keep in mind if you have a bottle of milk or even like a blue potion, keep it in the back of your mind. You might need it.
Yeah. How many times I've died to like Bongo wishing that I had a blue potion or something like that on me. Calcium. Oh my goodness, Majarkin. Cow time. Oh dear, Mel. Unfortunately, butt time overrid bird time. Sorry.
And rockchalk just realizing, shit, I don't have a bow or a hook shot to hit that switch.
Could use the choose though, Rock. Use the choose. Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, maybe
I would have saved them.
Maybe just unfamiliar with the setup and
not
wanting to risk it.
It is. It's one of those things that's, very, very rarely done.
But that is one of the first kind of slip-ups we've seen so far.
It's just been a really interesting, like both sets of runners, kind of how they've routed this and the decisions that they've made. Rock with that kind of decisions that could have gone a bit further if they wanted to. Stone DC and Machie like heading towards GTG with like 0 items and picking up the bomb bag. It's been, I don't know, maybe it's like first seed of the bracket nerves kind of thing, or is this just pure decision making? Didn't want to waste the choose. GTG's a bit of an awkward play, and there's lots of items that potentially could get something. I don't know. It's interesting. Like, don't ask me where the runners are going next, because I don't have a clue. I do not know. Axel, I do not know. Also, without the with the choose, Rock could go Child Spirit. That's a bit more of a regular play, I assume, in that Rock would know how to use the choose there.
All right, I'm back.
Hello. You missed nothing.
Yep.
Jeez, I'm struggling a little bit with this hook shot.
Yep. E. Cola spelled with an I.
Yeah, Majak, there's so many different ways you can, because I've seen a billion setups to do that. So much so, the setup I used to use, I actually can't find it anymore on YouTube, and I'm really annoyed.
Ooh, Papa D paying off with the big Goron sword.
There we go. Could have got that really early on in the first child one section, if they wanted to dip in here. We had Sarias, we had CL.
And Machie continuing those hook shotless strats. You can get up to this alcove with a little bit of a ground jump.
Yeah, that bomb bag not only helped us get through the right-hand side, but also got the ground jump up here as well, which is really handy to do these back 4 checks that would normally be locked by the hook shot. Not picking up the keys, so I'm assuming there's nothing in the maze in GTG.
Yeah, that's also a good catch. There's rockchalk setting up to do strength Goron pot.
Yeah, something that's not in logic for these settings, but as you can see, the timing is pretty annoying. It used to be in logic in RSL for a bit, in the dark ages of RSL, but they turned that off now.
On for the backup strats.
Yeah, deciding to use the chew, which kind of feels bad, but you've got 200 rupees. You shouldn't be overly afraid to use the chews, because you can always buy more. Ooh.
Full scale.
There we go. That's pretty.
And we're in sync once again.
Playing Sun Song. Yeah, it's always this playing the Sun Song that gets us in sync. I'd almost say that Rock is saying bye 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 to Goron City and heading towards Lost Woods. I'm here all tournament, guys, don't worry. Yo, August!
Son, we've got Lord Banana.
There's your item. There's your banana.
All hail.
Can't get it, though. Can't get it, don't need it.
It's just going to rescue it from the interior of the sun. It can sit on its little island.
Mel, obviously, Path to Twin Rover. Imagine if that, like, somehow had a hook shot. I don't know. I don't even know how it could unlock anything that's Path to Twin Rover at this rate. But just imagine if Baronade had a required item.
It'd have to be like magic and some stupid Spirit Temple key logic.
Yeah, when I said hook, I was like, we can't lock the hook. But like, yeah, it would have to be something interesting like that.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
Majakin's saying hook could, the hook could be here because the graveyard path to scale, and we've
Yeah.
puts that in logic. Interesting.
Scale is our only means to get some beans. Or
Beans to get beans.
that might not be true if you can get the bow to a bomb bag. There might be some funny business. Child Fishing had $5 for us. Let's see if Machie gets anything good from Adult Fishing. Rockchalk about to pick up their bow.
Yeah, I can imagine a big kind of like sigh coming from Rock now, because Rock decided to push the graveyard knowledge when he picked it up rather than coming back to do this. So he's kind of foregoed this bow, which would have been valuable when he went into things like Adult Spirit a lot earlier, and maybe in a couple of other locations.
Yep, especially with having Sun Song in the moment, was really no rush to get there. But the decision was made, and it's too late to go back now.
Yeah, definitely the aggressive kind of play to just, deciding, look, this is my path. I'm going towards it.
And Machie's not going to Death Mountain Trail with that hammer bomb bag. Going back Child.
Yeah, so leaving the strength 2 in DMC for now. Heading towards Child, but has the bomb bag, but wants to do bomb tube bowling, of course. Because that's potentially the market path to bongo resolution.
Yeah. And I don't know about you, but if I knew market was path and bowling has nothing, I'm giving the lens mini game at least 1 or 2 tries.
I think I'm giving it 3 tries.
Oh, hook shot, gold scale.
All right, somebody give Majakin the contest of the day. Absolutely called it. There we go. GG's.
And there's our letter. Oh, could that be our path?
Yeah, so the scale in Graveyard and the scale and Goron pot from the bomb bag that you get from HBA.
And he's going back in good. Okay. I was about to say, I hope he remembers that King Zora skip is banned in Season 6.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you definitely don't want to be leaving the letter here.
Yeah, it's one thing Season 5 when you could just jump over King Zora to get into the adult Fountain or Ice Cavern. But...
Yeah, it's not like I have knowledge of where the the letter is. I can now do it. No, you need to actually give it in. Oh my god, watch magic actually being Jabu, no way.
Rockchalk having a little trouble with this tree setup. Gets it though.
Nice. What is with this season of Ocarina of Time Randomizer and stuff being in Child Goron City and it being absolutely, well, might not be hard required yet, but logically required like crazy.
Riley in chat put in that triple lake path to Rova.
Yeah. The seed has lots of places to pick a lake to Twin Rover.
And Child Spirit required. There is our Twin Rova boss key.
Actually, one of the sadder things about having path hints is that because it selects one of each medallion, it's difficult to get like duplicate hints. Like it's difficult to get like 3 or 4, well, 4, lakes to Twin Rovers.
All right, now Rockchalk's turn to go adult, pulling that Master Sword.
Oh, well, as we wait to see what our next move is, we better say hey to everybody who's doing everything around here. Mel is very kindly posting the commands for us. So I'm Shuckles, hi. And I'm with August. Hi, August. Oh, apparently we're the runners as well. Running the seed is Shuckles 501 and August 40th, so we're doing double duty today. No, actually, we've got rockchalk and Machie running this seed for us today. And our trackers are Axel Ryman and DJ. Horse Champ DFX9. Almost. I got there. Thanks to everyone. We're all great. Well,
Maybe-
Slowpoke, I do commentate my own races when I swear to myself and I mess something up, so.
Maybe one day DSR will feature a racer commentated seed.
Would the other person be able to hear the commentary, though?
Yes, I think so.
And you're like, oh my god, I've just picked up a bomb bag here.
Maybe you exclude, what you got, unless you want to. Maybe you're feeling bad for your opponent.
Yeah. Like you're slowly commentating yourself climbing up the tower and your opponent's still in a casino mode. Big Poe becoming elusive today as well. I always find if you don't get it the first time, it becomes a pain in the butt.
Yeah, rockchalk now narrowing down that path to bongo hint.
So just to clarify, we picked up the letter from Bonchu Bolden. And was that the only item we got?
Yes, sirree.
That's pretty cray.
Yeah, I still, even after Rudo's letter, I would have done the lens minigame.
Yeah, I think so. Absolutely. Just a couple of tries, just to make sure. So it could be ice. Could be. What, like.
Yeah, on the off chance, like it's not on the lens minigame. I mean, it's just you have to turn in the letter and then maybe go into Jabu. It's a lot of. I think it would be a stressful call to make.
Yeah, it is looking likely for the letter, especially because we haven't got a magic, and the magic can't be on the treasure chest game as well. So even if it is treasure chest game, it would only be what hovers at this point.
Yeah, touche. I forgot that.
It's gold scale for Machie, so if I don't know when they're going to be able to route in the dive, but as soon as they route that in, they'll be able to pick up their hookshot.
There's no great way to get back to the temple without going to the lake, and having Rudo's letter, I think it's pretty good odds they will grab their hookshot. But rockchalk has finally gone into another medallion dungeon.
Yeah, and there'll be nothing in Forest Temple, so we'll check back in rockchalk in about 14 minutes time.
We're still looking for hovers, magic, and is that it? Yeah.
Light arrows.
Oh yeah, those things.
Those little things, which of course get hinted at Ganon's once we've got all 6 meds. So they'll be picked up eventually. Is she having a think here? about what they want to do next. So, playing Serenade. So, this could be the way that they're going to route in this lab dive. If they like have just the foresight here, just to turn left, which it looks like they are.
I think wants to turn in Rudo's letter first, maybe.
And they're turning right, steering the ship of the Link, the rudder, and sailing past the dive. You're sailing past your hook shot currently, Machie, but that's fine. I trust that you'll be back.
I'm sailing away. That's all you get here on ZSR.
Ooh, picking up a fishy. There's only one reason why you would do that, and that is to have an emotional support fish with you. Oh yeah.
Feels kind of bad knowing where the boomerang is.
Yeah. Whoa, did you see that hook shot rockchalk just did then?
That was like pretty impressive.
Wonky sideward side kind of thing. That was great.
I think he like hit the side of that bullseye target or something.
I'm astoundingly confused with Machie's routing here. So I think maybe they've just remembered that they could do this and they're going to steer right now.
Pulling out bombs and nuts. That's an interesting combo. Finding the slingshot in the Forest Temple. Jarkin calling South Hyrule field play. Could be a potential. There aren't a whole lot of checks for Machie or rockchalk left as child at this point.
No, we've really done quite a thorough child section. And actually what Riley said right at the start of the seed of Valley being the place that will be orphaned, and that's absolutely what's happened. Yeah, Zeph, I'm with you. Especially picking up the fish. Like, it's just, you know, you're in the middle of a seed. We have a bit more information, so it's easy for us sitting around here. But probably just realised or looked at a tracker that he's got. Like, oh, bloody hell, I can do that. So literally picked up the fish for the emotional support fish.
Or maybe he realized, oh yeah, I've seen the boomerang. Maybe I don't want to do Jabu twice.
Yeah.
We'll have to ask him if he joins us in the call after the race.
Yeah, definitely note that down on a piece of paper. Definitely got a few questions to ask the runners afterwards if they come in for a chat. It's definitely not been the cleanest of routing from both these runners, but independently they've got to the places where they need to be with the items they need to have, with some, you know, 4 path hints that, well, 3 path hints that kind of suck. The market path hint, which is bonkers, and then also the PG path hint, which is also kind of bonkers. Boomerang is on Shoot the Sun, Neil.
And today we've got a bright boomerang. Don't stare at it directly, it might blind you.
Oh no, double forest. And I thought we were going to get Jabu.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is the way the runners have routed in the seed.
It just, like, we shouldn't be shocked. Like, forest is a very kind of mid-time dungeon to do and enter, so of course it happens all the time, but it's just a shame that it's much more interesting to play than to watch.
Rockchalk has gotten 3 small keys and the boss key so far. The latter half just has 2 small keys.
Proper front loaded then. Alex saying that Forest is a tiny bit better than Jabu. What do you think about that? Forest, tiny bit better than Jabu?
I mean, Milkweed has a point. Jabu is kind of disgusting.
Well, you are in the inside of a fish, so naturally it is gross.
And I do know, like, the motion of the walls sometimes turns people's stomachs.
Oh, really? That's a new one.
Gotta look. It's like when you get motion sickness in the car. You just gotta look straight forward, off in the distance.
Yeah, if only there were just more cows in these settings in Jabu, then it would just make it a bit more exciting.
Now, for that, you're gonna want to tune into RSL, where there is a chance of Master Quest Jabu.
Moo. Oh yeah, Zeph, the Baronade fight when you get that. Oh, I feel it in the Nether regions when you get a good Baronade. But you say, like, when you super frustrating when you don't get it, but when you get the backup for Baronade, oh, that might just be better than doing it cleanly the first time.
There's our last small.
You're a gamer, Mel. Last small key.
Yep.
So all items here on in then. Could we find in here? What could be interesting that would be findable in the regions of the Forest Temple?
Not a whole lot of major items left.
Yeah, like, especially when we know that potentially the letter or the market is going to be locking Hover Slash magic, one of the two. I mean, the other one could be here. But yeah, we're going to be in a bit of a dungeon mode now, really, because especially Rock can do Spirit with the Strength 2. And
Spirit and Fire.
The Hook. Yeah, and then Fire. So it has all the tools to do that. So then it's just going to be the Shadow requirements that we're going to need. So Rock's going to be in a bit of a dungeon mode, whereas Machie can't do L Spirit Temple without the Force 2, as they say in Francais.
Yep. Still hasn't done any of Death Mountain. Didn't really do any of the explosive / hammer checks.
Yeah, but like Majakin says, you've got Bolero, you're gonna be want to go in fire, you're probably gonna do that region, so
Yep.
I think they'll comfortably pick it up. I think. Yo, might go to ice after forest.
Yeah, I could see Machie either doing either fire or ice cavern after this.
I think the other thing we've kind of forgot about is that it storms on Ocarina of Time, right?
Yep.
So What if it is just letter because it's in the well? Like, hovers are in the well.
Yeah, it is a very good possibility. We don't need magic for our other 2 stones.
Huh. That would be... I don't know. I wouldn't say fun is the optimal word for that, but it's a thing.
It would certainly. And we set a standard for. The unfortunate part about that crazy chain would mean, I think, right, we'd need the long shot to get our boomerang.
Yeah, so we would have to have the long shot somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Zep in chat is right. No use gambling on the all dungeons just yet. I definitely think you do Ice Cavern first. But that Rudo's letter could turn out to be a hindrance more than a benefit. It all really depends on that market path hint.
I don't know. I'm liking the idea of entertaining AD. I like it. I mean, it makes sense to go ice because you still need the long shot to get the boomerang to even start thinking about that, and the long shot also to do water. But I don't know. I like being entertained, and that sounds entertaining.
I mean, you did mention a while ago we need to keep track of our bomb bags. We've gotten just one.
Una bomb bag, yeah.
Let's see. Will Rockchalk go for the quick kill strats? Oh, there's the jump slash.
I guess we're also thinking that the long has to be hook lock, right? For that hook to be path to Phantom Ganon. So you want to be looking in hook locations for the long. Dang, this PG with Big Goron Sword. I don't know why it's so much more difficult, but it really is.
Phantom Ganon says, "Oh, you think it's gonna be easy now that you have an extra hit point of damage on me?" No, I don't think so.
He's like, yeah, that sword is slow and has a dodgy hitbox. So against my pickleballs.
Just a piece on the Phantom.
Yeah, so Forest is dead. What a shot. Well, he gave us a slingshot. Might be important for target in the woods, but
Technically
much.
required for Goma, but Rockchalk is a half of a Forest Temple ahead. And not surprisingly, playing Requiem, we're going to see what is in the temple. Already has the boss key from the Child Spirit. So only thing that could stop him now would be magic lock stuff.
And if Rock knows bow crap and things like that, then it may not even be too much of a hindrance. Maybe, well, it logically could be a hindrance, but...
True.
I'd expect Rock to know at least the first bow crap movement, but potentially not the second one. That one's a bit more tricky.
Yeah, tricky's the right word.
Backflipping and bowing and being quick. All things that are not in my repertoire of movement. Especially being quick. There's a key. So we have Una key.
Yeah, I guess technically he could have gotten locked out of the adult side here. Luckily, that is not the case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this could have been something we saw sooner if Rock decided to use those chews or picked up the bow a little bit earlier. Because he was here in the lobby room as adult, realizing that he didn't want to entertain going further in spirit. Yeah, so we've done, what, 4? We've done the 4 lower checks and we've only got 1 key. So the child climb and the firelock checks are likely to have some keys in there as we get a big chest hit.
Good point.
It's the iron boots.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh is the turn. Yeah, have some more AD items. Hey Zeph, do you want to entertain AD now? We love water style.
I don't think so just quite yet.
I'll wait. I'll be patient.
Well,
I'll be patient.
Unfortunately, rockchalk doesn't have a bomb back.
Oh yeah. Fun.
That was a big chest on the hand.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite memories was seeing Marco, I think it was season 4, hookshot this chest, I guess long shot it, while it was falling.
Oh
Just
wow, now that's impressive.
Yep.
It's a long shot at whilst it was falling.
Apparently you can also do it to the eye switch chest in the Forest Temple.
Ah, nice. Okay.
But I hear that one is harder.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that long is behind hook. Interesting question in chat. What roughly percentage of seeds turn out to be AD? Well, there are a few songs which make it almost compulsory AD, and that is ZL and Nocturne. So if it's those two, it's in these settings anyway, it's compulsory AD. And then you've got songs that make it potentially hard AD if you're the items that are required, or when we say AD, we mean all dungeons. Things like if your mirror shield is in the well, then storms could put it on AD. If it's, I don't know, on Dancing Dad, that makes Sarius required. But then you've also got times where it's only logically AD. So, for example, key logic in Requiem could make it logically AD, but the runners would be able to do it themselves. So, I don't know, like ADCs, 20%? I don't know, chat, want to help me out? 20% of seeds?
I know there was like math done in previous seasons where I think it was like up to 12% or something.
Oh, okay, so lower, okay.
But I think since then, with the different setting changes and different features of the randomizer, it changes pretty significantly. But we've got Din the Human in chat saying approximately 10%. And then another Mathmat saying about 35%, 10 to 20%. In Season 6 Quals, it was 50%.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like, yeah, it's Neil. nice elongated message there. Yeah, you can't say, absolutely, you can't say have the probabilities like that because it's less likely for ZL to be on AD than other songs.
In this particular situation, the chances are narrowing. In which direction? Who can say?
Okay, more keys in spirit. I wasn't actually paying attention to where the other keys were, but
He's used 2 of them, so that's 4.
yeah, we've got the BK already. That was already on the child side stuff.
Right, we can beat Spirit.
Ooh,
Big shot.
pausies.
There's the long shot.
Ah, okay. That's interesting. So that's, what, 4 key locked. Right, now, ooh. Now, do we have to think about magic lock small keys in spirit?
I don't think quite yet. I think it really depends on where that last small key is. It's so hard.
Now we can get the boomerang. So now we can do Jabu. And now we can do water. Hey, Zeph! Zeph! Do you want to entertain us doing all dungeons at this point? I can't wait for it to be all dungeons. Wow, and my name is Adam as well, and you just said fuck ad, so screw you, Zeph. Fuck you.
Well, now the interesting thing, rockchalk hasn't seen that boomerang yet. Doesn't have the bomb bag, so hasn't seen Gerudo's letter yet. I hope Machie is about to pick up their strength 2.
Yeah, I mean that letter might be might be important. This seems crazy. This seems really nutty. Like, I wouldn't imagine at the start of the seed that we would have got to this situation where we weren't thinking about storms and AD for such a long time, and then suddenly it's now become a big part of the equation. The letter's going to ice. Machie has still not gone to ice. Yeah, after handing the letter, but it looks like they're now going to be heading into the fire region, potentially.
We're finally making use of the hammer here. Remember, this is one of the first things that rockchalk came to do with that hammer. Not forgetting about Skulltulas.
Yeah, have we handed any in? I don't think we've handed any in. And I still don't think we've got a 30 hint, right?
I think you're right. Randobot knows best.
Yeah, I don't want to say that rockchalk has jinxed this, but Rock has already marked the spirit medallion on his tracker. That is... You don't do that. That is... You're going to die to Twin Rover now, I think, if you do that.
He's fine.
I'm very suspicious about marking my medallions on my tracker.
I think he's still got that milk, right?
Still got the milk, yeah. Still got the milk. Matt, how do you do that when you don't even know what medallions there are? You never check the pedestal.
Meanwhile, Machie's gonna be missing out on strength 2 for the time being as they go into the fire temple.
Yep, first look at the fire temple.
Only hang up, I'm not sure if they have the Scarecrow song or not. It's the one place the boss can control him here.
Think. Maybe not. Maybe they've not done Adult Lake yet.
Well, he did ride the bean.
Yeah.
But at that point, do you get the Scarecrow sound or not? It's a tough call.
Yeah. He definitely said it as child because I made a comment about his C-Stick
Yeah.
song. I just can't remember Adult.
This should be it. 1, 2. Going for the mashing strats.
There you go, Twin River down. That's the 4th medallion for Rock.
Yeah, and that will give them access to Prelude. Not that that does much for us.
Yeah, actually going into CAC and getting the cutscene is probably a time waste at the moment. Yeah, there's Bolero from Rock. So next progression dungeon on this trail of progression dungeons for Rockchalk.
And we're once again gonna have both runners in the same dungeon. This time, Machie with a little bit of a lead.
Double fire. Let's go.
Could be extra exciting when it comes time for that Scarecrow check.
Yeah, it could be. Because even if Rock didn't set Scarecrow, he's got the long shot.
Yeah, the only question is, are they practiced up on the pixel shot?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder how many chews Rock has got at this point.
I think they just picked up some chews at the top of Spirit.
Oh. That's handy.
But at this point, chances are it's bomb locked. But at this point in Fire Temple, we're getting to the point where bombs may lock the rest of the dungeon. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, bombs lock the rest of the Fire Temple.
Yeah, if he's got 11 chews, that'd be absolutely fine. I feel like I can be a bit of a bomb eater, but he's not too bad.
What is he, a Dodongo now?
Yeah. Yeah, Darunia just eating all of the bombs. Yo, spoilers for the Favio Yuso Epic race, but yeah, he did.
Ooh, here's a new idea. No one, I guarantee, has ever thought of.
Right, go for it.
So you equip the Goron mask, which allows you to eat bombs for either a full or a potential health refill.
Yep. Where did that come from? I've even forgot the Goron mask existed.
Gotta find some use for those useless items.
Alright, what does the fish one do then?
Obviously makes you swim faster.
Okay.
Or maybe it has all the fish come and pool near you so you can scoop it up easier.
Oh, I tell you what, I'd be wearing that all the time.
Ah, Din has a good point. Gorons eat rocks, not bombs. Damn it.
Yeah, but if you put on the Dodongo mask, though.
Yeah. Just need a slight reskinning of that one.
Yeah. Maybe just turn this into Majora's Mask.
There's no Dodongo mask in Majora's Mask.
There could be.
Ooh, 20-year Easter egg?
Yeah, yeah. Get the Game Shark out. Oh, boss key, boss key. Where art thou, boss key? Keys all over the place.
That is the fire temple for you.
Yeah.
That is small key number 4. And actually that makes the map chest a guaranteed 5th key. Or the boss key.
Yo, Snacks with the real opinion saying that fire is the most boring dungeon.
I think after the 100th time, every dungeon is kind of boring.
Yeah. Yep. That is true. The dungeons are the worst part of this game.
Unless maybe you're playing with crowd control or something.
Interesting the setup that Rock's doing here. There's
doesn't-
only about 200 methods to do this.
Yeah, no bombs for a ground jump, and doesn't want to strength it.
Mm. Any Kassin jumps in chat?
yuck.
Yeah, now just pushing the block. You do have to push it all the way as well because you don't have the hover boots.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're up.
There's key number 6 for Machie.
Yeah, all the keys. We're about to about to find out whether Machie does have the scarecrow or not.
Not gonna give the slug an opportunity to snipe him.
Nope, but walking past it, so could be, as you noted very early on, potentially the boss key is on Pierre, which would be sad for Machie.
There is our last small key.
Yeah, at least the advantage of coming all the way up here is that you clear out fire. I mean, that's one of the benefits, but if you're going to have to come back, especially if Pierre has an item, it feels bad sometimes.
Yep, no Pharaoh's Wind, no magic. Not gonna be easy to get back here. Although, they did open up the shortcut.
Yeah, that's good at least. And they do have Bolero, so not the worst to come back. But it's going to be difficult to make a decision to come back to Pierre if it is an item that's required.
Yep. And the tension will be building for the time being while rockchalk is up there. Do they know the pixel shot? Did they pick up Scarecrow song? You're gonna have to stay tuned right here on ZSR to find out.
We might find the BK on Pierre quicker than Machie getting to the hammer chest at this point. Maybe not, actually, if he's going to go all the way down.
Well, at this point, they've peaked the upper maze chest. I'm guessing that's garbage.
I don't think Machie actually went into the higher score on check just to peek that.
Nope. No Song of Time, so it would not be easy to. I guess
Oh,
you
but
just
you gotta know though. You gotta know.
That is a point.
I want to be able to hold it together, not knowing. That's upside hop though. Oh!
Survey says.
Bing, 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 bing. Breath of inhalation from Machie. As I guess the BK. Not on Pierre.
Wisely setting up the fall.
Mm-hmm.
Just land here.
Oh, it is a pixel shot from rockchalk. Oh, it is a big chest.
Yeah, which means I think the Pierre had. Oh, it's magic!
It's a magic! Oh my goodness, that's magic. So that means the letter could be, well, the hovers could be in treasure chest game now.
Could be. But now, who in chat was saying that Fire Temple can't lock anything?
Where are they? Where are they? Lens behind letter? Oh my god. Oh my god. What a seed.
Yeah, now you definitely do 1 in 32.
Yeah. We're gonna see what Pierre is here as well.
And it's not a waste of time for rockchalk, picking up 2 skulls on the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, school is just another one of those things completely forgotten about. We got the 50 and 40 hint so early. I don't know if exclamation mark schools. Do we even have the 30 hint yet?
Not yet, as far as I know.
My god.
And here is the dragon fight in case you haven't been here for the past 5 seasons of the standard tournament, or all the other tournaments. There are actually 2 Volvagia hitboxes, one playing whack-a-mole and one buried in the hole that it flew into. Machie is going to bomb that second one while he stuns the first one playing whack-a-mole. I think it's 7 bomb hits with the Master Sword, 5 with the Big Goron. Just like that, the dragon is down.
Mm-hmm. 1 dead fire snack. I read the manga in which it's revealed that Volvagia is owned by Link as a child. Crazy canon that is.
Wait, so Volvagia was just flying around the Kokiri forest?
Well, apparently Link got an egg from a shop and it had a baby dragon, and then of course went into the Vortex, the sacred realm, for 7 years. And within that time, it's like Volvagia turns evil, and then like you kill Volvagia, and like the dragon starts crying as like the memories come back that it's his previous master. It's very tragic. Okay, people were questioning whether Machie is going to skip doing DMC, and the conclusion of that is
No.
so we'll be picking up that strength too.
Yep, and just one place to take it. Unfortunately, they have not done the child side, so they'll need to get back there eventually for that boss key. But who knows? Maybe it'll be routed in perfectly after Jabu.
Mm. Imagine if my mom actually rolled the seed.
We could make it happen.
Lefty is my mum. Like, I don't even know if it was even Lefty or not.
That brings up a point. If you roll the seed with your left hand versus your right hand, does it make a difference? What was that hint
Absolutely.
that Machie just read?
Pass. Anybody?
Act Queendom. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, cool. There's the magic for rock.
Did he think he had Thrower's Wind? Looked like he equipped Nehru's Love for a brief second there.
That would be cool.
Magic. Yeah, chat, I think you got it right. Not much left for rockchalk to do besides GTG. And I imagine after getting the bomb bag, they'll just skip GTG at that point.
Yeah, Machie has also not done DC, which Rock has done. So, more options for Machie if the ice play doesn't work out. So, I think eyes are now going to be turning to rockchalk to see what rockchalk decides to do following this.
Yeah, unfortunately, the only thing Machie could get out of the Spirit Temple, I think, are the light arrows. And there is a possibility they're fire locked.
Yeah, chat saying that no bow, no bombs, not enough shoes. Gonna have to do slow evolve today for rock. And I don't think they've got a fire tunic, so essentially relying on fairies here.
There's 45 seconds on the timer. So with a fairy that's total of 90, it should be plenty of time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think doing spirit is fine here. You need to do it. Please be done.
Trolled. Going for the spin attack, but the dragon trolling rockchalk there.
Can I get this in this one? Oh! Chill the beans here a little bit.
Yeah. Not quite fast enough for a one cycle. Or
Mm-hmm. See, this is where we're different, Zeph. See, I would get the long and the iron boots from here, and I would do AD, and then I'd kick your ass when it's in the well. There we go. Mic drop.
Shots fired. And that is our second dragon down.
Drago's a deado. Yeah, Rock doesn't have the letter, which is sad, but does know that market is path, but doesn't have a bomb bag. So in a real tricky situation, Rock is, where they probably go to GTG, get the bomb bag at least from HPA.
I think at this point it's down to Water Temple or GTG for Rock Chalk.
Yeah, like, if you're like gunning for AD, do you do water? Like, oh, that just makes me throw up in my mouth a little bit.
Like going back to CAC, I'm not sure if we've done the archery minigame or the Redid Grotto. Oh, he's going into the first 2 checks of Shadow Temple.
Ah, nice little decision here. He's checked while she can.
Yeah, and really not much of a time loss. Just the walk back from the warp pad to the spinning puzzle.
Yeah, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. Imagine Lens here. Yeah, that would be so much fun. I'd love that.
Never say never. It looks like Machie is going for both of the fire checks in here.
Yeah, they've got magic, so it's a lot easier for them to do all these checks here. There's another small key. Green for AD, definitely still alive. Serious Kraz, definitely. I'm rooting for it. Still could have the hovery doos in bottom of the well. A letter path could be indicating that. Could just be indicating it's in ice. Boomerang Schultzer is on Shoot the Sun. So it's available. I think Machie is actually the only one that knows that, though. Rock doesn't know that.
Yeah, Rockchalk looks like wants to check 20 skulls.
Ooh, okay. Long is in Spirit. It's in the left hand of Spirit. Okay, let's go. 20 skulls.
Did you just turn into an Italian plumber for a second?
It wasn't even like a... I didn't even put an accent on. I just said the words. A bit like is it Chris Pratt? Is that the guy who's doing the...
That is the guy.
He's the dude.
It was said almost with like an Italian cadence.
Yeah, rather than an accent.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt.
If that is on your menu, I do not want to eat at your restaurant.
Beastie.
All right, 20 skull check incoming. It's some nuts. Swinging a heavy sack.
Dirt.
And the public service announcement brought to you by Alizon. Make sure before your races that you remember the 20-minute delay.
Yeah, I completely would have forgotten that if I didn't read that today as well, so that's pretty cool.
Some tournaments require it, some do not. Deku shield for some sharpshooting.
Yeah, this is looking like a reverse GTG play here. So this is definitely the densest place that has got left. It's in Logic. It's been in Logic forever.
So what do you call that move by Machie right there? Is at the top of Spirit Temple. Has the Mirror Shield. Can defeat Twin Rova if you would like to. But decided to warp to Lake Hylia. And now they're going in to the Water Temple? No, they are getting their Skirkuro Stone. What are we doing?
Oh, it doesn't have the child BK.
Oh, that's right. I even mentioned that.
Yeah, Engel was saying that if he didn't melt the face, he's going to have to do that whole puzzle again.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
Including the climb.
rockchalk being pretty efficient, not missing much.
So I'm actually getting Pierre there. Bring back here.
And I'm pretty certain this is an ice cavern play. Do they do not still have their blue fire.
Yeah, probably dumped out for Fairy or something like that. But yeah, heading into ice. This is going to be what we've been calling for quite a while, thinking Machie was going to do this sooner, but then did progression stuff. Now they are here.
Yep. rockchalk making his way into the fortress, gonna arrest Ringo's star. And I think this is going to be the most exciting part of the seed. Is Gerudo's letter our path to Bongo? Or is it on the treasure chest minigame?
Yo, Frogs wants the ice arrows. Poggers.
Ooh, that drastically decreases our need for AD. Frogs 1 and 2 are dead.
Rock's horse is just confused and just like riding into the wall there.
Yeah, I think opponent is always confused.
Yeah, opponent does not know what's going on.
Bomb bag incoming.
Yo, I like Mel's idea here of duping a file in GTG and checking Bomb Tree Bowling if you're Rock. I think that's a nice little play.
Yep, yep. Always good to keep that strat in mind, that option. But Machie is going to get the high score in the Gerudo Training Ground archery game.
Yeah, I mean, that 1960 was was going to be very, very difficult to be beaten.
Taking a little hesitation there, but looks like they're going into GTG. Maybe walking out to the valley. All right, Zora's Fountain was not the answer. There is the save. It looks like Melqui was hitting on rockchalk's vibe.
Oh yeah, I took the idea from Mel in the first place. Oh yeah, I know what you're saying. I get it.
You did say you weren't the fastest.
I'm just the slowest in all regards, aren't I?
No, I wouldn't say all regards.
Quick wit is all I've got.
That
Yo,
must...
what is...
Go ahead.
Go on. Go on. I wasn't going to say anything.
Oh, I was good. Just gonna make a dirty joke that must make you a master in the bedroom. Because you're not quick in there?
The less that it says, the better. Let's talk about Ocarina of Time Randomizer.
Well, rockchalk is going to have a big decision to make. He's got that save in GTG. He's about to pick up Gerudo's letter. He's not walking out like we saw Machie doing. But here's a big chest in the ice cavern.
Big chest in ice. Let's go. What do we think? Is this going to be the hover boots?
Lens of truth. Nope.
A bow. Amazing. How many big chests are we going to find? And there's going to be at least one more bait big chest in this dungeon.
Bomb bag?
Could be a bomb bag. Yeah, we haven't found the bomb bag yet. Could be the light arrows.
Serenade from rockchalk and not jumping immediately back to GTG.
Yeah,
Turn in that letter.
Gotta keep the letter. Gotta keep the letter. You just shake your head that it's not the hover boots, and you just...
Did anyone notice if you made a second save file as Melqui had suggested?
I'm not sure, but here's the second big chest that I said.
Calling it. Come on, let's see a bomb bag. Oh.
Yeah! This is why I'm great at this game.
Still just as useless.
I call the bait and I call the vanilla songs. That's why I'm in this tournament.
rockchalk almost forgetting his fish.
Big Goron's a Goron tunic. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Machie's done a couple of these things this season where he's been like, I'm going to start doing this, then I'm going to change my mind. Like, he did this before in Domain with got the fish, climbed all the way up to Domain, and then he was like, no, I'm going to do going to do the diving game, and then he's kind of got the Scarecrow song. It's been just watching both these runners has just been really interesting to see their minds just click as they play through the seed and make their decisions.
Yep. Some of the best seats in the house right here.
Mm-hmm. On the interwebs. In the commentary booth. The virtual commentary booth. We're going to see Rock going into Jabba. He's got the fish.
Being a little bit thorough, gonna check out the Great Fairy Fountain.
Yeah, 0 rang for Rock thus far. It's got to double check this hint like the other runner did, like Machie did. just to show us the ice arrows again. We know this is Song of Time.
Yeah, which really doesn't do anything for us.
Others in toilet. Let's go.
Well, it was not in the ice cavern. And I think there's only one place for Machie to go, and that is back child. Not only do we need the boss key out of the spirit temple, but very likely looking for that boomerang.
Looking at that boomerang as well, yeah. Whilst we wait, let's say hey to everyone. So, I'm Chuckles, I'm with August. We're chatting rubbish, and we're watching this amazing seed.
And we're no longer racing it.
No, we're still, yeah, the command didn't like that though. Oh dear. Can't even do that. But yeah, cool. That's us. Oh, it did work. Rockchalk and Machie are our runners today, so thank you for them to allowing us to watch this match and analyze and hype and be the papagas that we are. And then also thanks to our trackers today, we've got Axel Ryman and we have got DFX9. I had to check the Discord again, I'm sorry. Thank you for tracking and pressing those buttons to make us and everybody know what's going on. And then, of course, we've got Snacks, who's restreaming for us. And we've got Lefty being the race monitor. And chat is amazing as well. Love you.
Meanwhile, Machie's going to be shooting the sun again. This time they're going to be able to pick up the boomerang. But it might not matter. Rockchalk might just pull out the big ticket item here in Jabu on the vanilla boomerang chest.
Yeah, we've got the boomerang over there. We've got the boomerang check going on here.
You all are going to want to stay tuned right here on ZSR to see the epic conclusion of this race. Rockchalk versus Machie, round 1 of the winners bracket season 6. Rockchalk coming up short.
And that's gonna kind of feel a little bit bad for Rock having to go this way to get to this chest. Spend quite a bit of time getting that boomerang chest, and that coming up short. Probably heading towards the ice cavern now and be doubly disappointed with the results of that.
And not only that, but in order to pick up the boomerang, which we know he'll eventually have to do, he's going to have to deposit his Master Sword again just to pick it up after getting his boomerang. We are in sync once again. This time it's not the Sun Song. Seems the predictions are accurate. Rockchalk going to the crater. That is our quickest way into the ice cavern.
And Machie is going to show us the rest of Jabu first before heading into Spirit.
Yep. Must be feeling confident on their analysis of the market way of the hero hint.
Yeah, Inko actually hasn't got the BK from Child's side yet, so hasn't done the rest of Spirit. We also feel like they didn't melt the face in Spirit Temple, so may have to do that entire climb again and puzzle.
Yeah, feels bad, man.
Feels bad, man.
Viewer in the chat, imagine light arrows on 100 skulls. Well, thankfully, 100 skull check is vanilla. The devs are not that cruel.
Yeah, imagine 100 schools in like every other seed. Yeah, we've got the rang, so that just needs to be marked. Thanks, trackers.
And the tension will mount as we know which chest it's not in. Which chest will the answer be in? Or will it just be on the Baronade boss art?
Yo, Dungeon ER for S7, let's go.
Now, I doubt any entrance randomizers will make it into the standard tournament. For any of that shenanigans, you're going to want to tune into the Random Settings League that has just gotten back off after the holidays break. I think the tiebreaker match for the final seeding of the brackets will take place this weekend. Machie has got his princess. And it actually should show us the checks in a different order. Going left.
Yeah, so we'll be seeing some new checks first. Yeah, I've got a feeling if this hover boots are just chilling here in Jabu, going to be quite a significant advantage for Machie with Rock not knowing where the rang is. I mean, it's pretty big brain from Machie to even check the shoot the sun without the item.
Well, it was just a case of good routing. He had planted the bean, didn't have a hook shot at that point. Was there at the lake to ride the bean and do some fishing. Oh, strength 3.
What about a strength 3, chat? Let's go, OGC Fairy. Let's go.
And Machie had briefly marked that he was in go mode before realizing, oh wait, no. Hover boots can't be strength 3 locked. Well, they could be. Just one check.
Just the Una check. Yeah. So the next new item we're going to be seeing is the
bubble pop.
What do you call it? Yeah. The Baronade. OGC Fairy for Lens. OGC Fairy for Lens, and it's not even there, and it's on Storms. I'll take that. I'll take that.
If that turns out to be the answer, I think our underdog will be in the lead.
Yeah, it's kind of like a fascinating seed because it's been really difficult to say anybody's had the advantage at any point because, you know, Machie missed the, didn't have the strength 2 for a bit, so we were wondering about that. You know, was second to get the hook shot. And so it's been difficult to say who's been ahead or not, but...
Yeah, rockchalk had been missing that bomb bag for about 2 hours.
Yeah, and there's that as well. There's the bomb bag, which locked the letter. It's just kind of both runners have been wanting each other's items that they've had. It's been a really fun seed.
And this is not a crossover between OOT and Captain Planet, so they cannot combine their powers.
I'm going to just nod along at that reference and just pretend, August, that I get you.
Well, if you don't know by now that with their powers combined, he is Captain Planet. I can't help you.
I don't even know what that. I don't even know what like franchise you're in. Is it a film, a book, a game? I don't know. I don't know.
90s cartoon, bro. Captain
90s?
Planet, he's our
Oh.
hero.
Is it an American thing? Oh dear.
I am afraid it is across the pond.
I'll go back to Noddy.
Well, Din's questioning how old you are. I'm guessing that you're a little older than 12 based on the frequency of your voice.
Well, the show of my beard will also show that I'm a little bit older than 12 as well.
There is the bad news for rockchalk. Nothing here in the ice cavern. He will be on the look for his boomerang. Good news.
Yeah.
That, does he go to GTG via Requiem or Serenade? 'Cause if it's the latter, he's got an opportunity to spot his boomerang.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good point. And we even said before, like, you want to go to the directions that have the checks in it, even if it just takes a little bit slower. So that could be an option.
And he's already reversed once, gotten the structure in the wasteland.
Mhm.
And at this point, we haven't seen South Hyrule Field.
AZ not having the goods. Let's see what song this is. This is Serenade. Could be the Rang. East side up and away.
Yeah.
And
Uh-oh.
entering bottom of the well. I bet entering the water temple.
Unfortunately, it is not as densely packed as the bottom of the well.
Packed with keys. Packed with dodgy ZL puzzles, but didn't check that. I mean, in the end of the day, he'll do water potentially and then do it right there and then because everything will be set up for it, but
Yep.
does mean you're being dragged into the water temple.
But it could work its way to be an advantage if Song of Storms is required.
Yeah, we know there's a key in the river. Rock just read that hint again. So maybe Morpher has something? I know somebody said that earlier and I completely disregarded it as nonsense. But that could be a possibility still. Yeah, we've checked the first two in Shadow. They were both dead. FW on Jabu on Baronard.
Yeah, that could come into play. Still no light arrows.
Yeah, we've got one more check to do with the strength 3. All dungeons or outside Ganon's castle. Hey Zeph, do you want to entertain AD yet? Yeah, we're running out of options, dude. We're running out of options.
Those are rockchalk's requisite 2 keys.
Oh yeah, agency or toilet. Could be toilet. Yeah. One in 32. Oh, there's a big chest in the water temple.
Bomb.
And
Oh
it's
no,
cities.
double D's.
Yeah, I mean, that couldn't have been anything we needed, right?
I don't think so. Well, it could have been the lighthouse.
It could have been the lens.
Or yeah.
Oh, going towards this way first makes sense because you know that there's the river is dead. So doing it this route rather than rushing Dark Link. Here's the BK for Machie.
Yeah, that will be the final child segment from Machie.
Yeah, pretty much did everything.
Yeah, I think the only child check we've got left is Target in the Woods.
Oh yeah,
Plus the
with
well.
that late slingshot and the well. Yeah, yeah. We'll be back. Don't worry, we'll be back.
There is the boss key on the dragon chest.
Oh, okay. So nice little BK spot there. We found at least one item.
Yeah, depending on what Morpha has, might very well know that the rest of the water temple is just small keys.
Yeah, it's just the OGC push.
Oh, it
The
probably is.
morpher.
Well, I mean, if it's not here, we know hovers are in the lens minigame.
Yeah, very important information. Also, if this morpher is a key, then can the Roland Boulder's chest have hoppers?
I think it could.
This river is the spare
Yeah.
key, and if this is the fifth key, and that check requires all 5. Anyway, OGC Fairy, let's go.
Survey says nope.
It's nothing. It's nothing.
All right, scratch your head. Go over your notes. Where is our path to Bongo? Could
Darn,
still very well
tuned
be.
it.
Could still be Song of Storms locked.
Yeah, yeah. Either the lens is somewhere random, or it is all dungeons for Song of Storms. Yeah, here we go. Rock's going to get the rank here. So, as we thought, doesn't even need to set the Scarecrow. Can just swim across. This is getting spicy now. So that's another reward for Rock. But we'll need to go back into Jabu to pick up the Song of Storms. Machie here having to push these again. But it's fine. Not too much of a time loss. It's fine.
Yep, chat calling it right. Once again, Rock Chalk getting that banana and knows where to take it. Fortunately, the last check locked by Gerudo's letter is going to be Song of Storms.
So, Machie's going to have to do DC if the lens isn't, assuming it's AD, assuming the lens isn't anywhere stupid.
Yep.
So that DC that Rock did 2 hours ago is going to save him some time back. And then Machie's gonna have to do water. And so suddenly, Machie having that potential advantage has been reduced back to being a race again.
The other option, of course, could just, our answer could be in South Hyrule Field, could be in Gerudo Valley. Still haven't seen those checks, or the slingshot target.
Yeah, haven't seen Crate. Haven't seen Waterfall. Haven't seen the 30 hint. Still.
30, yep, that's right. Got it out that
Still
one.
no 30 hint.
Could be sitting in GTG in the toilet.
Could be in the toilet. Yeah, that's the other thing. It's in the toilet.
Oh, yeah, that is locked by Gerudo's letter, technically, too. That's awful.
Yeah, we've checked the first 2 shadow checks, and they're both done. They're both dead.
Yep. Rock Chalk making his way there almost immediately after picking up magic.
Yeah, could following spirit could complete the walk back to GTG and check that.
Time for the double dynamite attack. Man, Machie is pulling out his shield at the very last second. At least for those first 2 shots. Easy as 1, 2, 3.
Rock is also going to get baited by the strength 3, probably. That's in this next room.
Yeah, the worst thing that Rock Chalk could do is fail and have to come back. Nope, he's gonna go to Baronade. Is the blueberry cookie picked up for Machie, and they are going to the Shadow Temple. He has not done the vanilla hovers check, so I'm guessing that's on his mind.
Oh yeah, it could be another thing on the mind. But I think at this point knows that, well, the lens could be there. We keep on running into this. Well, there could be the lens, actually, so...
Oh, the redid grotto. Did Rock Chalk check that?
That seems like something that has been done time ago, surely. Yeah, but she didn't decide to go back to GTG, so it didn't go to check Song of Time.
Actually, a little bit of a time save if he was going for that grotto. With that cutscene, but looks like that was already checked. Oh, going into DC.
Yeah, I wonder if Machie is just going to do the choose strat and not even clear the checks here and just push for storms. Could be interesting.
Yeah.
Again, yeah, they're missing the lens. They need sort of for the light arrows as well. But if you're pushing the path and pushing the AD, do you just blow up the eyes?
He must have watched the Three Ninjas back in the day.
Three Ninjas?
That was another American movie. Grandpa teaches his 3 grandsons how to do ninja stuff. One of the key lessons is to light up the eyes, boys. Light up the eyes.
Wow, and what's that in a reference to?
He makes a dummy for them to, practice, hitting the weak points in the body. And every time they hit one of those points, like in the liver or the groin, the dummy's eyes light up. So
that's fascinating.
It's a solid movie.
There we go.
Both these runners are going to be pretty even Stevens picking up their Song of Storms here. Oh, wait, no, never mind. We need a second Morpha kill, so rockchalk. Banking on Song of Storms.
Yeah, and also this is going to be... there'll be an age transition needed, but it's not going to take too much time. Nice little blue switch roll there from rockchalk. Very good.
And the dino is down.
Yeah, dino down. Giant squid amoeba thing going down. Yeah, imagine killing Dodongo 2 hours 34 in. Yeah, Rock's going to pick up the storms. Oh, imagine it's not here and the lens is on target. Imagine that.
Stranger things have happened.
Lens on Darklink.
Stranger things have happened.
But then part of me wants it to be in the well because then I get to laugh at Zeph and it'll be funny. And then I'll feel bad because it'll be sad. Lens on 30. Oh, yes. Let's go. And the lens hint is just sitting in the back of Lake because nobody's checked that yet. I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited for nonsense AD.
Rockchalk has Song of Storms, and there's only one place to take it.
That's right, Kikiri Forest Storms Grotto.
Well, first the well.
Oh, okay, let's go to the well then. Yeah, we had a Frogs 1 hint, didn't we?
We had a Frogs 1 and 2 hint, thankfully.
Ice arrows. So that's one Storms check we don't need to do. We're going to be peeking these little chests here.
Yep, 14 checks down here in the bottom of the well. 3 of them are going to be small keys. We need 1 of those. She is not doing the dragon chest first. So we'll be a little bit longer before they get their Song of Storms.
I was gonna say, I think these are a couple of chests that are in water here that Rock didn't do.
Yeah, Rock didn't do the central bow check for sure.
Yeah, I just went to... I'm actually taking a different route, going this way. A big chest yet in the well. Get your paws, champs, prepped and primed for any big chest that we may see. Now Machie heading towards the dragon to get the BK.
There we go.
Here we go. Big chest. It's the lens.
French
the
vanilla.
lens. There we go. So now we have the lens. French vanilla lens. Now we have it. It's got to be Storms or safely. Oh my god, there's a big chest here.
Yeah, with that, rockchalk can do all the checks.
Yeah, yeah. Resolve now. The lens in hand. No issues. Was she picking up the BK?
The last issue remaining are where in the world is the light arrows?
Yeah, that is another item we haven't got yet. We haven't got the light arrows, but it could not just be in the could be in the Shadow Temple potentially.
Yep.
It's probably the biggest area we haven't done yet. The toilet still exists. Yeah, still could be toilet.
Neither runner will have an FW advantage.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like if it's not in the well, like what's your route to get the next chest? Because you've got the DMT, you've got the Kakiri Forest, and then you've got the lens that you probably want to do next. So I wonder like which direction you go to first. Do you play Nocturne, save quit, or?
Yeah, I would save warp to the market first.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that provides meta for nobody because I'm not in the tournament.
Ooh, nice little double jump slash there on Dead Hand from Rock. Very good.
That hand does not have anything good.
Oh, if it is on the lens game though, like you know, if this was a qual, people would have just done it.
Yep, yep.
And just played the gamble and just been like, I'm doing this. But that's the thing with 1v1, you just can't do that.
Unless you're Cola.
Unless you're Cola, absolutely. Okay, last check coming up here in the basement. Okay, not in the well. Playing Prelude to check treasure chest game.
Yeah, I guess it is slightly faster than save quitting.
Hey, could have played Minuet and done the Storms Grottos. It's just going to require a Sun Song, and then the chess game is just kind of long. You get your guesses in chat. Let's go. We've got the chess mini game. 242 in. Let's do this.
Must be cold where Alizon is because his guess was Brr.
Brr. Well, Lefty is the race monitor, so I'm going to say all right. Here we go. One
not
for
wrong.
Chuckles. And
Yeah, you both are wrong.
right left. Not many right lefts. Right left left. Literally can't see a right left.
Are we gonna
Oh, KLO. I think everyone's out.
Red Rum is
Everybody
right.
hold on to your seats. Is this gonna be what we've been dreaming of? It's a small chest!
Oh no. All right, well,
It's a small chest.
which of the two Storms Grottos has the answer?
Oh, or toilet.
Yeah, or toilet.
Come on, let's go. I told you to play Minuet first. I was right. Get in me.
Exodus is going to have a challenging matchup, that's for sure.
Exo who?
So some like new scrub player.
He's a yeah.
But now both our runners have their blue potatoes.
Oh yeah, target. But I don't think the sling was in Forest Temple.
Yeah.
I better say that's not going to work out. Would have worked out if we hadn't found the lens yet. Oh, he does go to the well. That would have been funny if Machie rushes the Storms Grottos.
Yeah, thankfully
Rightly
it
saying, Tiger.
wouldn't be suspicious because of the 20-minute delay, but it would have been magical.
It would be, and you know what? I'm all here for it. Like, I'm all here for it. I think it's a great idea. Is this the light arrows? No. It's vanilla.
Yeah.
It's vanilla. Machie is headed into the well. Yeah, by the time you've drained the well, you've played the cutscene. It's kind of long.
Yep.
Here we go. More pause champs. It's here or the toilet. There's a big chest. Here we go. It's
There they
the
are.
hover boots. Here we go.
So Gerudo's letter required just to get the hover boots in Song
Yeah.
of Storms Grotto. With that,
Let's
rockchalk
go.
is firmly in the driver's seat.
Yeah. You never know. Machie might gain a little bit of time if they decide to do the grottos first before doing the lens game. And then really he's only, couple of minutes behind. So probably not enough execution-wise. we've seen deaths to Bongo before, but we've got titties and about 1 billion hearts. So, yeah, I think the ball is firmly in Rock's court.
The last remaining piece of the puzzle is the light arrows. Pretty good chances that they're going to be here in the Shadow Temple or Ganon's castle. Either way, by the time we reach the dwarf, he'll, in James Bond villain-esque style, tell us exactly where to find the answer to his demise.
Yeah, it could be in Ganon's. You know, it could be very, very easily there. We've got strength 3, so even if that happens, you're not worried about it.
Could even be vanilla.
Could be vanilla. Yeah, we haven't got lax yet. There we go. Cola dunking in on the lax bet. I like it. Yeah.
Not there. Could be in the valley, GTG, or one of the 3 checks we haven't seen in the Water Temple. Or on 30.
Machie heading into Dead Hand now. Bet 30 schools. Oh, that would be classic. The light arrows are in cat. That is cool until you have to do pretty much go mode Shadow. Oh dear, Jax has arrived just for the Shadow Temple time. Just as I berate Shadow Temple. Excellent timing.
I'll be curious to see if rockchalk is picking up any of these Skulltulas.
Yeah.
Turned in those 20. I don't think Machie did.
I think it's going to be in this left-hand chest here. The light arrows. Oh, can't see yet. I'm wrong.
Going right past that skull, too.
Yeah, not collecting the scores. Not surprised.
Pretty low odds at this point.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Machie is playing Minuet. Is checking the Storm's Grottos first. I'm afraid pretty much what? Going to be 3-4 minutes behind, I think, at this rate.
Yeah, at least half of the Shadow Temple.
Machie hasn't done treasure chest game yet. Yeah.
Might be able to dodge it, though.
Oh, big chest. Here's the bomb bag. Ah! Get wrecked.
Wasn't the bomb bag, it was either going to be the fire or the light arrows.
Yeah.
Or the last slingshot. Pretty confident that we found all the other major items. Or we know where they are.
In fairness, I had 2 shots at a bomb bag, so...
I thought Machie might do the second Storm's Grotto as an adult, being maybe a little quicker with the hook shot and bolero. But good enough getting in his child. Exactly what we saw rockchalk do. rockchalk not forgetting he's got for his wind, our first use of that.
Yeah, we had a F to be pretty late, so at least we had some use for it. Might get a bit of use for it if we're climbing the tower as well. Place it at the top. Okay, there's the hovers. So AD hard required today.
But good for Machie being able to skip the lens mini game.
Yeah, yeah. One check he was able to avoid. Yeah, it's been a really topsy-turvy seed we had. You know, the runner's kind of shaking it up. Match was ahead for a bit, we thought. Rock was ahead a bit, we thought. You know, really interesting play. Really kind of a different route in between the two runners. Made it quite interesting. Except for double forest, which we had to endure, but that's okay. We don't mind. We don't mind. And in the end, it came down to where those hover boots were, if it was AD locked. And today it was.
I thought we already had all our bottles. Guess not. rockchalk playing the requisite song to board the boat in our tunnel of love. Let's see how he's going to feel about the dates we've set up for him today. These two are not getting off to a good start. All right, strike one. And do we have a no-show for number 2? Oh, there he is. Well, unfortunately, not able to make a match this seed. We'll try again next time.
Yeah, I think Rock just wanted a bit more meat on the bones on his dates today.
Nothing wrong with that. More pushing for the cushion. Or scratch that, reverse it. I don't know what to tell you, Snacks. I said sorry.
Going back here, still looking for keys, but probably would have come back here looking for the light arrows anywhere on Rock's side.
Yep. 2 chances left.
Interesting. Rock actually hasn't done any of GTG this seed. They picked up the bomb bag, got the letter, and did AD. So Rock might be thinking that the lights are there, whereas Machie's pretty much gone everywhere this seed. The only thing that they didn't do was DC.
Well, there they are. Who bet Shadow Temple? You win.
Yep. Yeah, there we go. I think there was definitely a bet for the manager as well. Cozy Shark. Let's go.
That all but seals the deal. The only thing left for rockchalk to do is get their vanilla shadow medallion and climb up, up, up the tower to kill the Ganondorf.
Mm.
I think it would take 2, maybe 3 deaths for a comeback.
Yeah, and with these titties, it's one of those things that it's not gonna happen today. Don't know if you've seen the S6 announcement that Trez has just made on ZSR, but it happened a few hours ago. That potentially the final of this tournament might be a live in-person event in Germany.
Oh, snap.
I mean, I've already been to Dusseldorf once this year. I might be going for a second time, apparently.
Sounds like Trezco is betting on a European final too.
Imagine. Yeah, I was in the Discord because I was opening up the brackets to kind of see what potentially is going to be the resultant effects of this match. So let's have a quickie pick here. So, winners bracket round 1. This is, of course, Rock versus Machie.
Yeah, number 12.
Number 12, yeah. So the winner of this match will be playing the winner of a certain Sponge and Master Alex. So that's going to be fun little matchup there. And of course, the loser of this match will play the loser of Sponge versus Alex.
And that's Alex with a KS instead of an X. Super fancy.
Mm-hmm. So pretty tight matchup. Of course, Sponge double runner-up will be hoping to go the distance this year.
Yeah, you're going to want to stay tuned to the ZSR schedule. We've got bracket matches coming up coming up right noon and night.
I think there's a match later on tonight, isn't there? There is a certain matchup going on.
Yes, sir.
If I am not mistaken.
That would be Alizun versus I Dunno.
There we go. Wait. Allison versus... You don't know who?
I Dunno.
No, but who is it?
I Dunno.
We're not going to get anywhere with this.
Who's on third?
Happy 3 hours, everyone.
Yeah, unfortunately, we did not make it a sub 3-hour seed. If you have any complaints, you're going to have to talk to our 2 racers, Machie and rockchalk. You're going to want to make sure and give them a follow regardless. But big shout outs to our trackers. Being DFX9 and Axel Ryman. And thanks to our race monitor Lefty, our restreamer Snacks, and the bloke joining me here in the commentator's booth, Chuckles.
Wow, I've been called a kid and a bloke today. That's opposite ends of the spectrum. But thanks for having me, August. Thanks for jumping in kind of semi last minute as well to join me for this match. And I hope you've been thoroughly entertained.
Absolutely. Just be glad I didn't call you a geezer.
Geezer? I don't know. I might take geezer over bloke, actually. I'm not sure.
I mean, he is a pretty good bassist. Oh, Mel's not entertained.
No, he's not entertained. Don't care. Don't care, Mel.
Thankfully, rockchalk has already obtained his light arrows from the Shadow Temple.
Yeah, and we actually picked up that BGS from Dancing Dad midway through the seed, so nice to have that for this battle.
Easy as that. The dwarf is down. And thankfully, it's not RSL, so we know Tower Collapse is turned off. However, it has been a super exciting race, but we're not done yet. It's been 3 hours and 2 minutes, and we're finally at the end. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Ganon.
Hog.
Yes. Oh, Pog,
What's this
not
gonna
Hog.
Oh, Hog. Yeah. Hog. Hoggies. What kind of time we thinking? So this is going to be what, another like 90 seconds, and then Machie's going to be about what, another 10 minutes maybe. So probably about an 8-ish minute time difference between these two, which, yeah, I mean, I thought, yeah, there's a point in time in this could be absolutely flipped upon its head. So what an interesting race to watch. What a fun way to have our second match. These bracket matches so far have been pretty electric.
And also, pretty interestingly, the time difference in this seed is going to be similar between the runners' best time evers and their average time. If I remember the beginning stats screen correctly. But the pig is down, and the princess is finally lending her magical abilities, stunning Ganon, maybe imbuing the Master Sword with something or other. There's the shiny sword. And with the slicing and a dicing rockchalk, moving on to the winner's bracket, round 2 of the Season 6 Standard Tournament. Get your GGs in the chat and get your forks and knives ready for some bacon.
Good game to rockchalk, progressing on to winners round 2 to play either against Sponge or Master Alex.
We've been joined in the booth by the winner, rockchalk. Congratulations.
Thank you. GG.
I completely forgot that there was a 20-minute delay. You've just been chilling, you've been watching.
Yup.
I mean, pretty electric seed with that out of nowhere AD. So, when was your first thought that you were thinking, crap, I might have to get Song of Storms?
Pretty much just when I got the letter in market, I was kind of thinking it's probably just gonna be AD. So that's why I went and did Boomerang Chest, just because I figured I would be back there.
Wow.
But then I don't know. I ended up just doing Ice after that, because part of me was just thinking, well, if it's just an Ice and I do AD for nothing, plus I still didn't have Boomerang at that point, and Boomerang could be anywhere. I was just kind of thinking, if it's just an Ice and I do AD for nothing, that's just going to feel real bad. And I feel like Ice isn't too long, and I might be able to find Boomerang there. So I feel like in most seeds I would just kind of do Ice instead of Water there. But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's wild. While you were missing the bomb bag for just seemed like forever, we saw that pretty early on from your opponent. They went down the river when you did Dampe digging, picked up some beans, planted the bean, and just happened to be at the lake. And from there, it seemed to kind of route in GTG, grab that bomb bag, And immediately we saw the letter probably an hour early before you did.
Okay. Yeah, I think my early game routing, especially when I went to go do Dampe digging, wasn't really the best. I read that Graveyard to Phantom Ganon hint, and I kind of tunnel visioned Dampe digging, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to go right now. My time of day is perfect, even though I had Sun Song, so it was literally no rush. So I think that was kind of a stupid decision on my part, but I feel like it kind of worked out because I ended up going back adult after that because I felt like getting back to River was just going to take way too long. So I was like, okay, that was a stupid decision. I realized it 30 seconds after I did Dampe. I was like, yeah, that probably wasn't the best decision. So I'm just going to try to see if I can get anything in adult.
That was an interesting point in the race because Machie had not done the Ocarina minigame. He'd kind of skipped that. And coming out of domain, you guys were essentially in sync at that point. He swam into the Lost Woods, did that really quick, warped back out with Sunsong Grave, did the river. But you guys had some really great routing. And I think it just turned out for your favor. You were able to skip all of GTG, and I think that paid off in the end.
But yeah, I guess it kind of, I feel like it kind of helped me because I did get those chews in Lost Woods when I went back adult. And I feel like without those, I probably wouldn't have gotten the gold skill as early as I did, which means no hookshot for a very long time. So even though it was kind of a stupid decision to just like completely tunnel vision Graveyard early, it kind of worked out. So I'll take it.
Yeah, your Child's Spirit routing also paid off. Getting that boss key, we saw Machie go all the way up, get those chews, and actually have to redo the mirror puzzle because he didn't melt the face.
Oh man.
Yeah, so that cost him a little bit of time too. He's not too far behind you, but far enough.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like after that, it was a lot of progression, and then just kind of came down to what early checks can I do to try and find a bomb bag? Because at that point, I had assumed it was just going to be, or the path was just going to be on bomb chew bowling. And I guess the GTG idea was like maybe I can find an out of logic bomb bag, but there are like some in logic checks over there. There's like Valley, all of Valley, I think all of Fortress. And a little bit in GTG was in logic without the bomb bag, so I figured I might as well. Plus, with a bunch of checks in there, anyways, and a possible AD, so it was all right. I feel like it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, definitely. So, what are your thoughts on the next round of things? You're going to be facing off against the Salty Sponge or Master Alex.
I think whoever I face is definitely going to be a tough match. I definitely have someone who I would much rather face because, I mean, they're both really good, so it's gonna be a tough one. But I think I'd rather face Alex just because Sponge is just so good at 1v1s, and he's been the runner-up for 2 tournaments in a row. So
yeah, he's hungry.
It would be a good match either way. So I'm excited to see who I pull.
Awesome. Well, I know I'm not the only one looking forward to it.
Machie, GG, bonsoir.
Bonsoir. Hello.
Yeah,
Hey.
GG walk. Good seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bit of a wild one with that kind of late push towards the storms for the what would be the go mode for the hover boots. How do you feel kind of your routing today went? Because it was everything today, but both your seeds, you both went different directions pretty early on, and kind of covered different ground. So how do you think kind of the overall routing went?
I think my early was not so bad. Finding the bomb bag kinda early was good, but I made some mistake after. I forgot Scarecrow. Forgot to unlock the boss room in Spirit.
Yep.
And I did the cuckoos, and I forgot I got the hint. Something like that.
All right, forgot about the cuckoos.
Yeah.
But I was telling Rockchalk, you were first to the bomb bag, letter, and the boomerang. At least seeing the boomerang for at least an hour.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but we needed a long shot to get it. I waited rushing AD until I clear everything was behind Ovotos later, just in case.
Did
But
either
yeah.
did either of you guys pull the gold gauntlets out of that chest in Jabu and think, oh, I should immediately go to the OGC ferry?
I was not really
I
thinking
did it.
about it.
No,
No,
I better finish Jabu, I guess.
I actually
call.
forgot that. I forgot that was in there. Like, I was just kind of tunnel visioning storms at that point. But yeah, I guess you're right. It easily could have been just on OGC.
Yeah, I think if you had FW at that point, maybe it might have been a bit more of a decision. But leaving and coming back just feels terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Machie, what was your decision about going to GTG quite early? Because you pulled that bomb bag and we had your face cam on and you had a massive sigh of relief when you pulled that. Because you went to GTG pretty early with like kind of only the bow. So what was your thought process there?
In the seed, there was no... at first, I wanted 2. But I thought... I didn't... At first, I play Requiem, but I didn't get the hook shot, so I was like, "Oh, damn, she gonna put me in the Valley." So I was like, "I'm gonna just go with Epona," and I was like, "Yeah, I got Epona bow early bottle. It's kinda. I feel like it's kinda good to check just a minimum and." Found 2, but yeah, I found the bomb bag, so I could do GTG hookshot-less. Yeah, did struggle on the room with rupees, but I feel it that something could be here, but it's only archery. No, GTG was barren again.
Yeah, that was actually one thing Rock was able to avoid because of just the way that things were routed. As we see you finish on restream. So yeah, I think another kind of funny point in the seed was you went into domain at one point. You got a fish, and then you were like, "Oh, hold on, I can do the lab dive to pick up the hook shot." And so, a couple of those moments happened when I think you just kind of thought, "Oh yeah, I can do that. Oh wait, I can do that," and kind of
yeah,
went back in yourself a little bit.
it's my first match in top 64, so I was kind of stressed. I remember one by one. And everything I found a new item, I was like, "Oh yeah, no, I can do it," and that's why I forgot finishing Spirit with Mirror Shield and getting Scarecrow, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. First time in a main tournament, but you absolutely smashed your division this last season. You went 10-0, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I did a lot this year.
Yeah, so you've been on the grind. So I'm really looking forward to see your losers bracket match against the loser of Sponge and Master Alex for when they play.
Yeah,
I know you got to go to. So come on.
I really want to play this match too. The loser bracket is more interesting for me because more excessive people. Rockchalk was I think I could beat Rockchalk, but yeah, I did too many mistakes.
Yeah, you definitely could beat me.
Honestly, there was one point where you definitely had the advantage in the seed, and we thought it had to be, because you went ice and Jabu first. And if it was just in one of those two places, I think you would have won. I think you would have had it. It's just that you had to backtrack and do DC that Rock already did. You had to go and do Spirit, which Rock already did. So that was kind of when it flipped. But if it was in ice, I think you would have won.
Well, there was a time I wanted to do it, but it was just after clearing DMC DMT. But I found first strength too, so of course I did Spirit, and no way to go to early DC after that.
Did you go to GTG in Adult 1? Or was that a little bit later?
Yeah, I think it was Adult 1.
Okay.
Yeah, I did GGG, but after finding nothing and counting the key, I was like, no, I will never come back, even with strength 2. And I was one fear in this whole game, since we have a Song of Time on Ice Cavern. I thought I was like, oh damn, if it's GTG, no one gonna finish
Yeah.
because it could be the room,
The
the water
toilet,
room.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. We saw all the other Song of Storms checks, and that was the last thing on our list. That's Rudo's letter
Mhm.
locked. But Machie, you were able to skip the lens minigame. It's got to feel a little good.
Yeah, I thought playing Minuet and 2 check in a row with DMT and KF was kinda the same time for 2 check. Maybe a bit more, but for 2 check is better, I think.
Yeah,
It
I
was
think
definitely
I
the
agree.
the play to make.
Mhm.
Hopefully we got a frog one int.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Machie, I know that the French restream wants you as well, so we won't hold you up into heading over to Papi and the French team if you want to go and speak with them.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the restream and the commentary. I appreciate the race. I'm gonna watch the race after.
Oh,
replay
nice.
to manage many mistakes and, of course, see how Rock play. Because
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah,
scene to
thanks for
watch.
the restream, guys.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Thanks to both of you guys. And as
Mm-hmm.
many mistakes as either one of you made, you also made just as many, if not more, awesome plays,
Mhm.
showing off some really cool strats.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
pretty
definitely
happy
really
with my
impressed with some of
execution for the most of the seed. Fire Temple I felt like was a little slow, but that's okay.
Hey, you got the pixel shot though.
That is true.
That's good to see.
Yeah, I think if no one has anything else to say, we should call Snacks in here.
Cool. Yeah, so I think we're gonna be heading out here. So first off, GG's to our 2 runners. We got rockchalk and Machie. And also huge shoutouts to our 2 amazing commentators, August and Chuckles. Make sure to go drop a follow for those 2. And of course, our 2 Oops, I can't get the links. Alright. I don't know why that happened, but that was weird. But huge thanks to Axel Ryman and DFX9. For our schedule, pretty much it's just all OOT Season 6 coming up. There's at least a race or 2 every single day, so make sure you stick around and watch out for those. Unfortunately, I really don't see a raid target as ZSR2's basically done, so I think we're just gonna head out. So thank you all so much for watching. We really appreciate it. And we will see you all next time. Goodbye, everyone.
Adios.